Alright, guys. It is time for Deepmind's AlphaStar up against LiquidMaNa. It's about time I got a chance to cast these replays. Of course, this matches happened a while back, but then they also did a live show match while casting these, and the match against TLO. Now, all the matches were Protoss versus Protoss. That is all the AI was ready to play on, I believe. And it was all on the BlizzCon patch. So this is the patch that the BlizzCon was on. Thank you very much, Nick Miller. I appreciate that cheer. Much love, dude. I'm just going to very quickly... Sorry, I'm going to close up that. So we can still have the visual, but we're just going to get rid of the audio. So I don't interrupt the build. Thank you so much. He says, believe in yourself, especially when no one else does. Sasquatch. Thank you so much, Nick Miller. Appreciate the 100-bit cheer. Thank you for the love. So, even though TLO basically, he got crushed. We saw 0-5. I was not that impressed with the AI. It didn't look that great. This time, it has a much tougher opponent in LiquidMaNa. Down here in the bottom right-hand side. Much better PvP player. And I'm really curious to take my time looking at these games and see what's up. AlphaStar here, doing a pretty standard opening. A little bit slower on its gases, and it does enjoy over-probing its mineral line, something people won't stop talking about. This pylon positioning is super weird as well, by the way, because I'm pretty sure that does ever so slightly delay your gas mining, but maybe it doesn't actually make a difference. Second gateway is down. AlphaStar still has not figured out how to wall off, which makes it so vulnerable to opening a depth pressure. We saw that against TLO where it took epic damage repeatedly, but TLO's follow-ups were not particularly solid. He was not building an early robo and wasn't able to deal with just big stalker counterattacks, especially because TLO wasn't building enough economy. And he wasn't able to do damage with his follow-up, whether it was Phoenix or Oracles, which he was usually going for. He just didn't do a lot of damage. So AlphaStar was able to kind of punch him in the face, even after losing 7-8 workers to Double Adept. And MaNa sees this. He's like, no wall-off. I think he absolutely will commit. So he's just running around being annoying with this probe. He's even going to harass the probes of the AI. The AI does pull a probe to respond. MaNa here being nice and cute. And it is indeed 2 Adepts. Warp Gate Research. And what is going to be the follow-up here for MaNa? He's going to go straight into a Stargate. All right, I like it. This probe still being annoying. He sees that units have just started up. Now, he did not chrono those Adepts. Did double chrono on the probes. Third pylon on the low ground so we can set up some shield batteries. This is going to be a much harder test for AlphaStar. Now, AlphaStar is still probing a lot right now. And only at 20 probes does it go back to fully saturating those gases. It does a lot of pulling guys on and off gas to adjust to how much it feels it needs. Funnily enough, MaNa here, gonna lose this probe. He's like, dude, you still don't have any tech? What the hell? AlphaStar never seems to rush its tech. It really is a probes and pylon level player from what we saw against TLO. It starts breaking these rocks. Now that's a behavior it's clearly learnt from pro players, and the replays it's passed. That's not important. If you're an AI, you're never gonna accidentally misclick on that. The reason we clear that is usually for that. Maybe in case it wants to put buildings there. So there we go. Adepts are going to snipe 1, 2, 3 probes. The damage starting to roll in. 4 probes. Is he going to get a 5th and a 6th? 5th probe goes down. Great damage. Does lose the Adept though. Good focus fire. I thought if an Adept got out, that'd be bad. 2 gateways proxy on the other side of the map. It's a 4-gate proxy here. LiquidMaNa is building an Oracle and now a Robo, but he scouts this. Man, his warp gate feels a little bit late. Still 25 seconds away. He's got to make more Stalkers right now, and I think he needs another pylon at the front. Ooh, I don't think that's a good pylon position. He needs another pylon reinforcing these shield batteries. It's his ramp. All he needs to do is hold on to his ramp right now. AlphaStar absorbs the damage with its over-probing. It's now going to push across the map. Don't get me wrong, guys. I'm going to be making fun of this AI for some of the dumb shit it does, but it has improved so much. It is doing a tight 4-gate across the map here. It's floating a lot of money, but its warp gates are just finishing up on the front. It's going to start warping in there. LiquidMaNa trying to buy a little bit of time here. Ooh, AlphaStar did not want to fight the Stalkers at the start there. It is now going to come forward. That Oracle is actually going across the map because MaNa knows there's no shield battery. Ooh, and MaNa using that high ground vision. AlphaStar cannot get the high ground vision. It's got very good micro, rotating his weak Stalkers to the back, but MaNa needs a sentry right now. His Immortal's not here. He's going to need to pull probes. That sentry's slow. He's not going to be able to punish this. Good. Okay, that was a good one. Good force field. Slows this down. That Immortal's almost out. The Oracle turns on the laser beam. He's shift-clicked it on those Oracles, on those probes, and those Stalkers are held back for now. 4 kills, 5 kills, 6 kills, 7 kills. The Stalkers are going to dive in. There's no more sentry. Okay, the probes need to be pulled. With the Immortal, they should be able to do this. That Immortal, though, it's exposed. Oh no, MaNa's Immortal is exposed. He needed to rally it on the back side of that. Great micro by AlphaStar. Focus firing it down. Focuses down the warping in Stalkers as well. It's lost a ton of economy. MaNa is still up 8 or 9 probes right now, but with that Immortal going down, oh my god, it's such a crucial mistake from MaNa, and I mean, this is allowing AlphaStar's all in to work. Now, without the Immortal damage behind it, there we go. Just no way to catch these Stalkers. Near perfect micro from AlphaStar. It's focus firing splendidly, and oh, that Immortal going down. MaNa, unfortunately, just going down to a very straightforward 4-gate, you know. If he'd warped in more sentries and just kept force fielding that ramp repeatedly, there's no way he would have lost here. AlphaStar had so little flexibility in its plan. It was all in, it had no tech, but MaNa wanted to do damage while holding the ramp. The micro, though, flawless there from AlphaStar. MaNa is going to GG out. Holy crud. Check this out. So let's go back to that crucial moment where MaNa, he did so much damage to these Stalkers before they even came up the ramp, finally loses a Stalker when AlphaStar chases him up the ramp, but he lands a force field, which keeps back those Stalkers while trapping these ones. Now, this is where his Oracle enters in. He says, cool, this is going to buy me a few more seconds. I can kill these Stalkers, start wearing them down, but there's a lot of Stalkers. They're just constantly warping in as fast as they can off 4 gates, right? And let's take a look at this. So he doesn't have enough mana. Enough gas, to warp in another sentry. He's killed a ton of dudes, but this shield battery up here doesn't end up being in the fight. And watch this. He just dives. Now, if these probes were pulled a little bit quicker, and if this Immortal... I mean, this was just such a surprising movement from AlphaStar to dive forwards. Most players would have been more afraid of the probe pull. But AlphaStar is going to dive forward, focuses down the building shield batteries, tries to focus down these Stalkers. It says, there's your damage. And this was the crucial move from AlphaStar. This dive, that Immortal, if it's able to keep them at arm's length, would have been huge. So that's the crucial mistake. If that Immortal rallies out the backside and kind of stutter steps around the Nexus a little bit, this is a different story. Most of these probes as well. Now notice, if those Stalkers move south, and then try to escape, the probes can mineral walk and trap them. They can mineral walk here and trap them. But there's nowhere to mineral walk that will move your probes into this area. So in a way, the Stalkers, by moving away from the probes, is like a calculated gamble saying, I'm just going to move forward, and before your probes can really block my pathing and surround me, we're going to just focus down your damage dealers. And at that point, you're screwed. Now, if we go back like 4 seconds, if MaNa pulled his probes quicker, this is a different story. It's that previous wave, the previous wave, check it. Where's the probe pull? Now, here's a little tip for you guys at home. If you know you're going to have to pull your probes, I would have already had 10 or 12 of these probes on a control group. Control group 4 would have probably been it. And I would have been able to just go 4 A move, whereas MaNa has to go box his probes and then A move. And that slight delay here, I guess he's a little bit focused on the Oracle. He just gave it a bunch of shift clicks, right, to try and cement his advantage. He focused on that. And the thing is, you won't get punished for that a lot of the time against a human player. Because human players like, shit, warp in Stalkers, they're going to be slightly less decisive and on point with moving in here. Not AlphaStar. You have to hedge your bets against AlphaStar. It commits super hard to its strategy. It commits super decisively. And that moment of just being delayed, these probes, if they were up there, they would have stopped those Stalkers moving forward. But instead, the probe's unable to get the surround. MaNa not doing the best probe micro. But, it wasn't bad probe micro. You see here, he tries to surround again, but he's not able to surround these Stalkers. AlphaStar's micro is immaculate. And it does end up taking game number 1 there. So, well played, AlphaStar.